Hi everyone, my name is Maddie, your A Cotton Sock. Welcome back to the Sims 2 Very Veronaville. This is my series I am doing all in the month of December. While the gameplay may not be exactly Christmas, Veronaville itself I think warrants some holiday festive vibes. We are back in the lovely Veronaville here. We did the scripted events in the last episode. I can put a card in the top right, and we also placed down a couple of new renovated lots that are just overhauling the original ones. All of the lot renovations you are about to see, because we are going to replace the Summer Dreams house, the Monty Ranch, and the Cat Manor. They're all from Katati. I absolutely love her builds. I use them in every single save I play. So with that said, and with all of our scripted events done, we have some miscellaneous Sims to play. This is kind of a bonus episode because I said I was going to do one episode a week. I am uploading this hopefully in the same week as I'm uploading the first video. I'm gonna shove myself back in my corner. There I go. If we look at our spreadsheet here, we have not just the Caps, not just the Monties, and not just the Summer Dreams, but also Gonriel, Reagan, and Cornwall. We have Antonio and his two twins, and then we have Bianca as well. These are all families that are located down here in the sim bins, so they won't natively be placed in your town. You have to place them yourselves. So we definitely want to start the actual rotation today and dive into playing them. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna play in one recording session, so let's just hop right into some gameplay. First things first, I wanted to let me show you the renos I'm using. We are going to be, once again, surprise using Katati's amazing renos here. So this one is the Summer Dream residence. Here you can see the little renovated version. What I really like about Katati's versions of all these different houses is they don't use any like outside CC objects, very rarely, if ever. Most of the time it's just the stuff in The Sims 2 and all of its subsequent expansions. So there's the Summer Dreams. Next up we have the Cap Manor here, and this is actually a downsized version because the original Cap Manor, do you see, and I understand it's like supposed to be very regal, very nice, but I'm gonna get crashing and flashing, pink flashing. I already know if I were to use this lot, so I did go ahead and download the downsized version. I appreciate Katati including that because Lord knows I need it. Last but not least, we have the Monty Ranch. And again, one thing I love about her builds is how they maintain the original essence and the original styling of the normal EA made lots, but they kind of just improve on it and add objects from all packs and that sort of thing. So we're gonna start off by doing that. I get questions a lot how I do this, so I'm gonna show you in video. It's very quick. First of all, you're gonna want to use Sims 2 Clean Lot Installer. It's a mod. You just place it down in your EA games folder. It doesn't have to be there. You can put it wherever you want, but that's where I put it. This is the Summer Dream house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the little family icon here, and I'm going to go move family, and we're just going to literally place them down into the bin. There's no issues that arise or anything like that if you do this, so don't worry, it's safe. We are then going to just demolish. It feels so bad demolishing. Obviously, if you've been playing for a little while, make sure you take any belongings that you want to take with you, put them in your Sims' inventory. Goes without saying, I feel like. And then I'm literally just gonna place down the new ones. So with the Summer Dreams, it's easy. You're gonna see the Summer Dreams have 166k. They're not going to be able to afford this new house. It is 265k. So what I do is I do family funds, Summer Dream, and I'm going to give them like 200k because why not? I think I did 200k. Yeah, I did 200k. Oh, never mind. They need 300k. Okay, scratch that. I'm going to do 300k. Now we're going to run into an issue here because there are multiple families with the name Cap and Monty in this world. It only works with the Summer Dreams because they are the only family with that last name. The family funds sheet is not going to work with any other family. Oh, and before I do this, let me just place down some of like how I set up my lots. This is going to be kind of a side tangent, not so much gameplay right now, more like setup. We're still setting up a hood. I really have to make a video of how I set up my hoods like a detailed guide, because a lot of people ask me, and there's kind of a lot of mini steps I do. It's sometimes hard for me to remember. It'd be a good video for me to remember and make sure I do everything. Okay, here are the Summer Dreams in their brand new house. Let's take a look at what this looks like. I absolutely love the styling of all of these houses. Is this supposed to be on its side like this? Oh, did I do this backward? No, this is right? Where's the front door? Is the front... let me look at this house. Did I place this down backwards? No, this is how it's supposed to look. Is the original house on its side like this? Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure, but okay, I don't know Veronaville well enough to make that. I guess like there's this terrain paint here. What is this little object? There's like a little plaything there. Okay, anyway, also you want to make sure you're locking in wands. Oh, she already wants to have a baby. You want to make sure you're locking in wands before you move them out, because their wands will get re-rolled. Okay, first thing I do is I place down these road pieces. This is the Curious Bees roads. This is in my Sims 2 mod visual overhaul guide, and I talk about them there. But unfortunately with these roads, you have to place them down every single time you make a new lot or you're starting a new hood. They won't automatically be placed down and replacing the Maxis ones. As you can see, there are the Maxis ones, and then here are my renovated ones. The ones that are like in the neighborhood, like off the lot, you can see the line there. Those ones are fine. Those ones you don't have to replace. Okay, next thing I do is I add the Great Sky of Totalitarianism by Elfsea. And this will add some really nice clouds. Let me show you a before and after. So this one you can't really tell. I think actually I have to go into live mode. Let me show you. We have clouds from the skybox you can see there, but they're not like real moving clouds. What this will do is it'll make, you can see how they're moving, right? This will make the clouds in the sky move. It's actually really cool. So the ones that are moving are the ones that are from this little oval thing. And then my last but not least, probably my favorite thing that I do, preliminary, is I grab this fire hydrant that is all in German, but this is what makes cars go by. And then I have a recolor you can see here that is invisible. So this will make it so we don't see the fire hydrant. I just always make sure that I place it underneath the Great Sky Totalitarianism so I don't lose it, because when it is invisible, it has a shadow still, but you know, I don't really know how else I would find it. Okay. So that is the preliminary stuff. I am now going to go do this with the Monties and the Caps. There's going to be a caveat here though, because if we look in the town, we unfortunately run into an issue where there is 1 cap, 2 cap, 3 cap, and then on the Monties, we have 1 Monty, 2 Monty, and then 3 Monty. So this is going to cause an issue, because whenever I type family funds sheet, it's not going to work. So what I do, and there's probably a way in game you can do this. A lot of people are probably going to be like, no, not SimPE. Yes, I'm sorry. I use SimPE. It's actually really a powerful tool if you know how to use it. So let me do that slower here. We go up to Tools, Neighborhood, Browser, and then I scroll down to Veronaville. You can do this in whatever hood you're playing. We give it a second to load everyone in town, and then I go back up here to Tools, Neighborhood, Sim Browser. So for example, I know that who's gonna need a new house? We're gonna need Romeo for example. So I'm gonna go in here and find any one of the Sims that is in Romeo. I'm just gonna choose Romeo himself. I'm gonna click, you can't see it because I'm covering it, but I'm gonna click on open here, and that's gonna pop open Romeo's like SimPE sort of file. If we go here to more and then go down to family, this will bring up everyone in his household, but also his family funds here. So you're gonna want to put down the new lot first, see how much it is, and then give them the money that they need in order to. I didn't write it down. I should have done that. Oops. Oh, also I should mention you cannot have SimPE open while your game is open. Your game has to be closed. Otherwise SimPE like won't let you open it or manipulate files. I just remembered that the Caps have their mother deceased, right? So I don't know if it's thundering outside. I was gonna say I don't know if the graves, I think there was a bunch of graves on their lot, So unfortunately, we won't be doing any reviving today, because the graves they're gone. I'm sorry. The graves are gone. They're gone. But anyway, without further ado, let's hop into some gameplay. Our first stop is the caps. We're going to be playing with Juliet, Consort, Tybalt, and Hermia. We already gave Juliet somewhat of a makeover. She has this like super cute kind of peasant style dress, but Hermia's style got taken away from her when her outfit got default replaced. So I want to give her back her more punk style. And then I'm sorry to say, I think I'm gonna be taking away the face paint. I know, all right, I know it's like a crime, okay? It's a crime to be taking away the face paint. It's such a integral part of Veronaville, but you know, if we're gonna be playing a more realistic Veronaville, why are my Sims walking around with face paint? All right, yes, I'm a face paint hater. In The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, I have mods. Well, not in Sims 2, but in Sims 3, I have a mod that suppresses the face paint because I just can't stand it. Okay, we have our road pieces down. I forgot to add them to this lot, so we're gonna also add our skyline down. And with that, we are officially ready to begin our first rotation here with the Cap family. So how I play is I play one calendar season per family, which means we're going to be playing this family until the first day of winter, and then we'll swap off to the next. So first, let's start with Hermia. Let's get her a little makeover here. I want to give her dyed hair. I think I have some really fun funky dyed hairs I could give her, especially since I believe she's punk. Yeah, here we go. We can see Hermia's outfit. It's so like Y2K, so I want to bring that back a little bit. I have a really cool Sims 4 outfit, or I think it's a kit that I have converted to the Sims 2 that we can use. I'm gonna see, I plan on getting default hair replacements, so we're gonna see how long these stick around. I don't have too many like cool funky colors, but we could do something maybe that's dyed, a little red dye situation. This is so pretty on her. Kind of breaks up because all the siblings have red hair, so this one kind of, I mean, her hair is short though. Do we give her long hair or do we give her short hair? Because this is like really the only hair I could see her having. So if we go like normal red, I could give her some short red hair. We'll stick with the short hair because that's what she had on before. So I don't want to take that away from her. I think I'm gonna give her this one. I really like how it looks, how it lays, and I don't think she needs any makeup for now. I will just throw some eyelashes on her. Look, she already likes it. She's breathing in the air, the fresh air. I have this, which is the eyelash box by Piper Apple Water Sugar. I absolutely love this so much. It makes it so they can wear glasses actually underneath the eyelashes. Obviously we can't really, you kind of gotta zoom in a little bit to see the eyelashes, but we want a little something. So you can see Juliet back here, no eyelashes, and then Hermia now has eyelashes. So there is Hermia. Let's change up her outfit really quickly. I already know exactly what I am going to give her. Here we go. Okay, so I think she's wearing purple. Let me check back here. Let's see. She is wearing purple. So we're gonna put her in that same purple top. We will put her in the matching pants here, actually shorts, which I think fits really well because it is summertime. I actually don't know if this is the corresponding one. I know that this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, this like sort of punk skirt, really like that. Could give her pants when it gets warmer out, but I won't worry about that right now because it is summertime here in Veronaville. Next sim I would like to give a little makeover is Juliet. I'm not gonna actually change her up. I think she looks really cute and she's very pretty, so we're just gonna throw some eyelashes on her. Let's put set 3. I don't know what those exactly look like, but yeah, those look fine. She already has a little lip gloss on, as does Hermia. Whatever she had on before got carried over from when they got default replaced. And last but not least, we have Tybalt, who I didn't realize has he's got a little shadow. He's got a little 5 o'clock shadow. I didn't actually know. Is he the, wait, they're not triplets, are they? No, they're not triplets. See how little I know about the Sims 2 Veronaville? It's startling how little I know. He is the oldest though, so I can reasonably buy that he would have a little 5 o'clock shadow. And everyone, say goodbye to the face paint. It will be leaving us right now. Wow, he's really giving Loki underneath there. Like, the eyebrows are crazy. I think I want to give him maybe something like this. It's similar to what he had before. The problem we're gonna, oh, this is actually really similar to what he has right on. Like even the little front piece, it's perfect. The problem we're gonna find with him is his eyebrows. His eyebrows, he has an insane brow bone. I almost just want to give him some plastic surgery and fix the brow bone, because any eyebrow we give him is gonna be warped. Like, what do I even do? Is this why they gave him face paint, is to hide this massive brow bone he has? Okay, well, this is the best I could do. There's really no helping him any further than what we've already got going on. So there are the three teenagers. We're now gonna move over to Consort. I actually already like his outfit. I don't really have any gripes with it. The one thing I do want to add on him though is some body hair. I have a body hair crate here. It is. And we're just gonna add a little bit. No, come here, Consort. We're just gonna give him a little body hair. Let's go with set 4B. Yeah, there we go. And it does match whatever his hair color. Oop, I grabbed the road. Whatever his hair color is. Okay, with that said, we are all set. He wants to have a baby, which is interesting. I don't know how that's gonna happen. Do you have any romantic interests? I don't think you do you? Might have to work in some townies here. I don't know. It's looking a little dicey. He does want to retire, so I think we'll do that as well. Let's see your brand new house, though. We didn't get a glimpse at what this looks like. Okay, we have like a grand staircase. Oh, I love this. It's giving old money, sort of Cape Cod, you know. My grandfather built the railroads with the Vanderbilt family kind of vibes. That's what I'm getting from this house. It's kind of giving the Goth family if I were to draw a comparison to what I'm familiar with in Pleasant View. So let's go up the grand staircase. We have 2 bathrooms here and a room full of marble flooring and wall. That is a crazy choice. Okay. Up here, I'm gonna assume this is probably Hermia's room or maybe Juliet's. I can't really tell the difference. This is definitely Tybald's room, and oh, this has to be Juliet's room. It's like all pink and girly and stuff. Yeah, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. I like the addition of all the little clothes on the floor. Very, very accurate, very cute. And then we have Consort's room, and that is the Cap Manor, where we're gonna be playing today. We have a little garden over here. Again, this is downsized. This is the downsized version, and this is still a rather huge lot. I can't even imagine. Also, we have a little crypt over here. If you see that, that's so cute. This is where my gravestone should have gone, but evidently I forgot to do so. Oh, how could I forget? We have to do their primary and secondary aspirations. This will also be linked in the description of all my Sims 2 videos, but this is the Sim Giggle Girl Sims 2 aspiration calculator. This is how I determine which aspiration my Sims get here. So if you click on this link, you will see this. You don't have to read it. You can just come down here to where it says aspiration, and this is the good stuff. This is what we actually care about here. So this is just for, if you use Sims 3 traits in the Sims 2, which I don't, so I don't really care. What this does, if you're unfamiliar with how aspirations work in the Sims 2, let me go back in game here and give you a little spiel. Every single Sim obviously has a lifetime aspiration that they get generated with. Consort's fortune, Juliet's family, so on and so forth. Some Sims even have hidden tokens. I'm gonna also change Consort out of his swimwear. Sorry about that, Consort. Didn't mean to make you go in the nude there. But what this does is this aspiration calculator that I use by Sim Giggle Girl allows us to have a more diverse population of distribution, basically, of aspirations, and it factors in things like their personality, hobby, zodiac, and interests. Okay, now that I've pitched it to you, let's go ahead and, for example, let's do Juliet. Juliet, we're gonna see if she's truly a family sim or if this was like a creative liberty taken by EA. You know, I guess at the end of the day, it's what you prefer, but I really like the factoring in of personality, hobby, zodiac, and interests into seeing what a sim will be when they grow up. So Juliet is a Taurus, so we would just go ahead and put a 5 in the zodiac here. To check their hobby, you can actually use the bat box and go under info, one true hobby. Juliet's is actually games. Have I ever seen a sim with the one true hobby of games? I don't really think I have. It is very rare, I feel like, for Sims to get cuisine and for Sims to get games. Now we will go to her personality, and what I do is I just kind of keep this open on one screen, and as you can see, I am able to just copy those in there. And last but not least, we now have her interest, and this one is a little bit more time consuming. If you use the original edit of this by Sim Giggle Girl, these are all out of order. So if you use this one that one of my subscribers made, it actually has them in the order that they are in game as they are on the spreadsheet, which is pretty nice. I think Sim Giggle Girl, the original one, is if you look at them in Sim PE, the order in which they are is how they are in Sim PE. But this is, I don't ever do the aspiration calculator stuff in Sim PE. I always do it in game. All right, so drum roll in a second, please. Juliet is a pleasure sim, and she is a secondary family. So we have to make a decision. Do we want to keep her as what EA intended for her to be, or do we want to go ahead and make her primary pleasure, secondary family? I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because she's gonna be family anyway, but we'll have the added benefit of, for better or for worse, for me personally, for worse, I don't love when they roll pleasure months because I find them to be quite boring, but we can go ahead and make her, I'm just gonna keep her original aspiration because she's already family, and we're gonna go ahead and just make her a pleasure aspiration, and we're gonna fill out everyone but super fertility because that's just a no. I don't want the increased chance. So Juliet is officially giving us a stank face, and she's officially family and pleasure. I have also just gone ahead and calculated Hermia, and she is normally a family sim, which did end up being true as well on the Sim Giggle Girl Sims 2 aspiration sheet. And just like, oh no, she's not. I was gonna say just like her sister, she's pleasure, but she's not. She is secondary popularity. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on her sheet. So again, family, and let's go ahead and do popularity. I should also mention, why don't these Sims already have secondary aspirations? And that's because these were introduced in free time, and Veronaville came out with the base game, so free time wasn't out yet. That's why we can go ahead and use this aspiration calculator to give them their secondary, or you can just choose whatever you want if you have a story in mind or don't care. I have just gone and done Consort's secondary and primary. He is a primary fortune, secondary knowledge, which I really like for him. I could kind of guess that because his one true hobby was science, so that makes a lot of sense. And that does appear to be true as well for the spreadsheet because, or the calculator, because he is already in game as a fortune sim, so we just have to add him to be a knowledge sim. So let's put that in there, and there we go with Consort. Last but not least, we have Tywalt, who is a primary fortune, secondary popularity. So let's see if in game what he got. Ooh, okay, so he actually has primary popularity, and then we can give him secondary fortune. I did get to show what would happen if the sim in game was dissimilar to what they were already declared and what they are on their spreadsheet. So maybe in another household we'll get to see that, because I can show you how to change it. But okay, popularity and fortune. So now officially we have finished the setup. I promise. I know that was a lot of setting up, but this is what I do. This is every single time I start a new hood. Every single time a sim ages up to a teenager, this is the exact process that I go under. I also am going to add a sim blender because I'm constantly using that. I am going to add a visitor controller because, again, constantly using that. I'm going to add a save, an auto saver underneath the foundation of the house. And then I'm probably going to add an ACR adjuster because we actually haven't gotten to play around yet, or I haven't gotten to adjust my settings. I don't know if they carry persistently across each hood. Like, I don't know if my Pleasant View settings are showing up here in Veronaville as well. That would be interesting. Someone's jogging by my house right now. Who is this? Gretchen, she is a townie. Okay, we have townies running on by here. I'm gonna go ahead and change the ACR adjuster to a rose bush because that's just fun. Who doesn't love a little rose bush moment? Let's just delete that one and put that there. Now I'm gonna add some want locks. I just don't like how not want locks, but want slots. I'll also add some want locks though, at, you know, when we need more than the allotted wants here. But I'm gonna make sure everyone has 6. I think consort I accidentally gave too many to, but that's fine because he's an old man, you know, he deserves to have some more wants. Oh, and Tybalt rolled wanting to go to college, so we'll definitely have him do that. He becomes an adult in 3 days, man. I feel like we're not going to get much time to play him before we go ahead and have to send him off. And Hermia's our last one. We're gonna add 2 want slots to her, and she will then have enough. Juliet is rolling very general wants. She wants to obtain a pet. I typically don't fulfill this wish until they tell me what pet, either a puppy or a kitten, and then I will complete it. But they do want to have a lot of money, or not a lot of money, but they want to spend a lot of money rather. And that brings me to another point. I saw that one of Katati's lots that she renovated was actually a teen hangout lot. So let's go and send our teenagers over there so we can have them buy like the MP3 players and the phones and stuff like that. I'm also going to add some more want locks too. We're going to go with Hermia and Tybalt. We're gonna have them go to, it's called 431 Globe Street is the teen hangout lot in this neighborhood. Sometimes I use the bin lot called Interactive, a renovation done by Pleasant Sims. That's the version I use. But for this hood, we're going to use this lot, 431 Globe Street. So we just got here to the teen hangout lot, and Tybalt actually rolled get a job in politics and get a job in athletic, which normally I would be very excited about, but he already told me he wants to go to college, so like that's gonna be quickly re-rolled before anything comes of it. I could, I guess, technically have him just go right into either one of these jobs, but he wants to go to college, so that presides over any other one. Anyway, here is the 431 Globe Street, by the way. This is the renovated version. I really like it. It's very cute. Again, this is by Katati. Now, if you look at this lot, there is a lot of elders and adults and everyone appearing here, which we don't want. We don't want that. So what you can actually do, and this is how I make it a teen hangout lot, you can also make gay bars by doing the same method and just banning like all the straight sims from the lot. But you can go to an object called the visitor controller. It's a really great mod, and you just place it down on your public lot, and then you come here with a sim and you can go to banning certain ages. So we want to ban children, we want to ban young adults, we want to ban adults, and we want to ban elders. This will make it so the only, you can see them teleporting away here. A lot of sims just teleported away. And that will make it so only teenagers are drawn to this lot. Now, Veronaville doesn't have a lot of teenagers, so the ones we get here are pretty much going to be all of the playables essentially will be pulled to this lot pretty quickly here. There are, of course, some townie teenagers, which I think is this sim right here, Nancy. Nancy is a townie teenager. Oh, also, let's have them get their devices that they want to buy. Okay, so Hermia wants to buy an MP3 player. I think a witch just spawned or something. We got like a... Oh, it's the Charlatan. Yeah, we got to ban the Charlatan too. Using the... Let me have her buy her MP3 player. Using the visitor controller that I just used, you can also ban the Charlatan. These will mug your sim. It's fun the first time, and it's like quirky and wacky, but after you've seen it for a while, it just kind of gets to be an annoyance. So, oh, Hermia rolled the want to get a job in athletic. I like that. Okay, let's also go to the visitor controller, and I think it's under NPCs, and we can go to ban the Charlatan, and we can also ban the witches, the head witches as well, because every single time, I swear, they spawn on a lot, they give my game like a 5-second freeze. It's so weird. Okay, let's get Hermia away from the vending machine. Oh no, wait, I thought she was over by this one because she just bought her MP3 player. Let's have Tybalt go and buy his cellular device that he wants to get. I really like having these machines on the lot because the teenagers are always rolling wants to get like phones and things like that. So let's get him a little phone here. He's gonna put his simoleon in the machine and get a phone, his little track phone, flip phone. There we go. And now it is Juliet's turn. She wants to get a handheld game, so let's have her go ahead and get herself a little handheld game to treat herself. So there we go. We have Mercutio's over here as well. Does he have face paint? He doesn't. Oh my gosh. He does not have face paint. Will you believe it? That he doesn't have face paint. That's crazy. I'm so used to seeing at this point. Okay, Juliet wants to gain a cooking skill, she wants to gain a cleaning skill, and she wants to make a friend. So it looks like she's introducing herself to this sim right here, Mallory. So why don't you go and say hi to Mallory? Maybe you can become her friend. I have a mod called Macrotastics that will autonomously queue up these friendly interactions and auto-socialize them, which is really nice. Oh, she rolled the want to go to college. I'm gonna add a want lock to her so that we can lock that in because she needs more want locks. So there we go. It looks like Tybalt also wants to make a friend, so let's have him just go and introduce himself to Jihoon Laterno. If you didn't know, one of the devs' last names was Laterno, which if you've seen Bendet as well, that is also a dev last name. A lot of the NPC last names that get generated. Miranda Cap with her blue hair! She looks so cool. She got like custom hair. Oh, I absolutely love that. She looks funky. Man, there is so many teenagers here. This is insane. And they just keep on coming. This is crazy. Okay, you hate Mercutio, so let's not talk to him. We're gonna stay far away from him. Hermia wants to make a friend as well. She is dating Mercutio though, so that's kind of problematic considering her family. Her family very much so hates. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, wait, she has a crush on Mercutio and she's going steady with Puck. I did not put that together. Okay. Okay, something happened with Mercutio. He started crying. Is Puck here? Did you like do a romantic thing with Puck? I did not see him anywhere. I don't know what just happened. Oh, I think he completed a fear is what that sound effect was. Okay, she wants to make a friend, so let's see. Can we talk to Nancy? Nancy Philippine. Here she is. Hello, Nancy. I like your dress. I like your very fancy formal dress. We're gonna also have her just Macrotastics friendly talk to. Everyone's making friends today. Lots of friends. All the teenagers are making friends. The teenagers are getting hungry, so I am going to send all of them home regardless of if they became friends with their targets or not. Have them just go on and walk home. I really want to add a restaurant down. I have to remember to do that before I play next because it would be cool to have them go out. I use the Pleasant View Diner all the time. I'm not sure if I want... Oh, Romeo's here. Hi, Romeo. I'm not sure if I want to add downtown yet. I think I'm gonna add Academy Tour at the bare minimum in terms of like additional hoods because Tybalt is aging up in a couple days and we need to make sure we send him off to college. Okay, you guys can go home now. It is time to go. Come on. Get it together. No, don't buy anything. We're about to leave anyway. Juliet, it's time to go, girly. We are back on home here with Mr. Consort, and he wants to hire a maid, which I think is a good idea. I'm so used to Sims having cell phones on them. It's gonna be a learning curve now having to have them go over to the home phone, but we're gonna have him definitely hire a maid. We're also gonna have him retire. That's one of the things he wants to do, and he gets 5k from it, so that's pretty good. He wants to gain a skill point. We'll see what he has going on in his life. I'm also excited to see the townie maid's name is Gina CV. Gina CV is her name. Like Pleasant View has Kaylin Langrak and Remington Harris and Lucy Hanby. Now we have Gina CV, so she will be our maid, and we are also going to call his work now and officially have him retire. The teenagers won't be home for another 3 hours or 4 hours, almost 5. So we have some time. We're gonna hit retire from job. And congrats, Consort! You are retired, dude. 475 simoleons a day. That's oh my gosh, he immediately rolled wanting to get more jobs. Sir, no. We're not having you get another job. I'm sorry. Oh, he just stocked some fish. Well, feed them. Give him a little treat. He does want to go on a Far East vacation. Don't think I'm gonna do that. We need to stay for now in Veronaville in order to advance Veronaville. He wants to buy a telescope. Okay, we can do that. Worth at least 500 simoleons. That's not too hard to do. So we will buy him the nice, expensive 2100 telescope. I'm gonna turn move objects off so that it isn't like clipping into anything. And you know what? Why don't we put it on kind of an angle here just to kind of I don't know, stylize it a little bit. But there is your telescope, sir. Hopefully you go and enjoy that. Oh my gosh, now he wants to join another career. Really? Adventure career? Can we just focus on playing this town for now, dude? I'm gonna have Consort start to cook up some dinner for the teenagers. He has 0 skill points in cooking somehow. How has he gone like 70 years of his life with 0 skill points in cooking? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But the teenagers are all home now. They are arriving back from the teen hangout lot, and they're gonna have to wait for Grandpa to cook some dinner. It's gonna take him a second, considering he has no idea what he's doing. Hermie is gonna have some chips before dinner. She's gonna spoil her appetite, but I had all the other teenagers also grab some chips, so hopefully none of them spoil their appetite, because Grandpa's working really hard to make his mac and cheese. He's tasting it mid-cooking. Probably still gonna burn the house down. No, surprisingly he didn't. Wow. Amazing. Good job, Consort. Nice little family dinner. Juliet and Tybal are coming on over after finishing their chips. How many packages of chips do you think Consort has to buy on a weekly basis to keep up with the appetites of 3 teenagers? Because I'm gonna assume it's probably a lot. That reminds me, we have to add down some sort of grocery store or something. I have to see if Katati has one. Because there's no way, I'm sorry, there's no way. I cannot build for the life of me. There is no way I am building a grocery store. I will not be able to do it. We are going to send everyone up to sleep. Hermia is gonna go to bed up here in her room. Then we can have Tybalt sleep in his room. And then tomorrow will be the first day of high school. Well, that we're seeing. Apparently they've been going to high school for quite some time now, because Juliet is about halfway through being a teenager. Tybalt is 3 days from becoming an adult, so he's been in high school for a while. And Hermia is 8 days to being an adult, so she's probably about 12 or 13. She just started. Well, I am going to end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed us setting up the Caps, getting the Summer Dreams and the Monties into their new houses, and we played out our first day with the teenagers and Consort. So I will catch you all in the next episode of A Very Merry Veronaville. I hope you all have an amazing holiday season, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.